The Handcuffed Policeman, the cancelled House of Lords Roadtrip, and COVID in winter. This is your TLDR News Daily Briefing for Wednesday, August 19th. We thought we'd start today's daily briefing with some light-hearted news about a UK police officer. We've all had those days at work or school when things didn't quite go our way, and we seem to make some big, fairly obvious errors. For this Northamptonshire police officer, the error was, well, pretty embarrassing. During a demonstration to new recruits about how to use handcuffs, the officer who was leading the meeting got himself stuck in handcuffs. This required him to seek the assistance from the fire and rescue service, about which he said, "I would rather have chewed them off my own arm than call the fire service." Unfortunately for him, he had to walk with the handcuffs on to the fire department to be freed. His colleagues joked that he would have a serious cake fine and would undoubtedly be left with a career-long nickname. He claimed that he didn't mind it happened as long as it put a smile on other people's faces. At least the officer had a good sense of humour about it. In other UK news today, it's been announced that the proposed plans to move the House of Lords to York have been cancelled. The original plan, supposedly backed by Prime Minister Johnson, was to temporarily house the Lords in York, while renovations were taking place in the Palace of Westminster. The government has claimed that it's still keen on trying to move the Lords out of London, which they claim demonstrates their commitment to levelling up areas such as the North. The idea has come under fire though, with the Lord's Speaker, Lord Fowler, claiming that it was gesture politics. Exactly what's going to happen with the Lords is as yet undecided. In other news today, it's been found that winter may cause a resurgence in COVID-19. Evidence has been growing in the last few days that due to the cold, dry air that winter brings, COVID-19 may increase human-to-human transmission of the virus. According to a study published in the Transboundary and Emerging Diseases journal, for every 1% drop in relative humidity, there is an increase of confirmed COVID-19 cases of around 7 to 8%. They also found that cities that have experienced a COVID-19 outbreak were around the same latitude and a similar mean temperature of 5 to 11 degrees Celsius. This will inevitably raise some rather big questions for governments who are trying to stop a second wave of the virus. And exactly what Christmas and New Year will look like this year is still yet to be known. For those who think the news is too long, be sure to check out tomorrow's daily briefing. Read the newsletter by signing up at tldrnews.co.uk/daily. Listen to the briefing by searching for TLDR News in your podcast app, or watch the briefing at youtube.com/TLDR Daily. The Daily Briefing is a TLDR News podcast brought to you by 326 Limited. It was written by Ben Blissett and recorded and edited by Jack Kelly, and the executive producer of the Daily Briefing is Jack Kelly. Learn more about TLDR News at tldrnews.co.uk or by searching for TLDR on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram or Facebook.